I'm making some little baked apricot custards, and this recipe uses some of the delicious fruit and nuts that you find in Egyptian cuisine. I'm using about 5 or 6 fresh apricots. You can use dried apricots in this recipe as well, and I would just soak them overnight or for a couple of hours at least till they're plumped up. And you're looking for 300 grams approximately of the puree. You could use tinned apricots too, so it really transcends the seasons. I think that's looking around about enough, but I'll just do one more for good measure. So let's give these a quick pulse. That's great, let's have a look. Yeah, that's a beautiful puree now, which is just what I'm after. Oh, and the smell of fresh apricots are to me like the smell of summer. Now I can put together my simple custard. So all this requires is 4 eggs for a start off. In we go. Oh, I've dropped a little bit of eggshell in there. And the best thing to get it out with, believe it or not, is with another little piece of eggshell. Good little tip. Now I add half a cup of caster sugar and a quick whisk. And we're just wanting to get those well mixed together, sort of until you can feel that sugar has started to dissolve. Now my next ingredient is some ground almonds. 1 heaped tablespoon. And it gives that beautiful flavour. This helps my custard set a little bit as well. And you can buy those already ground. Now I need some cream, round about 1/4 cup, so I'm just going to slop that in. You don't have to be too accurate with this. And these lovely fresh apricots. Such a rich colour, it's just beautiful. It's like a sunset. And then just a gentle whisk of all of these ingredients. So we've got our eggs in there to bind it, that sugar to sweeten it, those beautiful fresh apricots pureed, the almond flour and the cream. Perfect. A really simple custard mixture. I'm baking these little custards in little individual ramekins because I like having my own little pudding. But you could do it in one large oven-proof dish. So let's just grab a little bit of butter on some paper and just grease each one. Great, ready to fill my little ramekins. I just pour straight from the bowl because I like to take a risk when I'm cooking. If you feel uncomfortable with that, put your mixture in a jug and pour it from there, but we'll give it a go. Fill them all the way to the top, as far as you can get without overspilling. It's like living on the edge, isn't it, really, making desserts? Now I'm going to cook these little custards in a water bath, and the reason for that is custard likes to be cooked really slowly in the oven because otherwise it can have a tendency to curdle. So the way to do that is grab some warm water and just gently pour that so that it comes up round about sort of 1/3 to 1/2 way up our dishes. The water transfers a really lovely gentle heat into the custards. Now it's a good, simple, easy pudding this. The hardest part is getting them into the oven without any spillage, so being very gentle. So just calmly. It's quite good for your posture. Ooh. There we go. Whoa. That oven's on 175 degrees and they need to cook for 30 minutes or until a skewer or knife comes out clean, telling me they've cooked all the way through.